僕と契約して。
Hello everyone and welcome back to Time Gaming. Today we'll take a look at the namesake mechanic for the Contract Saga contract. Contract spirits are your loyal partners that will travel with you as you traverse through Legolis. My partner of choice is the partner bird Vanille because priorities. So I'm sorry for the clickbait, but I'm going to use her as our example today. First of all, since they are your loyal partners, you'll also need to be loyal to them. So you can only bring up to 3 copies of contract spirits with the same name. Even if you only need a copy, you will not be able to bring other contract spirits with different names, colors, size, or from other games. What makes this contract spirit special is that when you have at least one in your deck, you can separate one of them, shuffle your deck, draw 3 cards instead of 4, show off your partner to your opponent, and start the game with them in your hand. Note that you can means you don't have to add them to your hand at the start of the game. In that case, you draw 4 cards from your deck normally. The second unique point of the contract spirits is the soul state. When your contract spirits or a radiant descent spirit with the contract spirit in its base card leaves the field because of the opponent, you can move all of its cards to the reserve and choose to have the contract spirit stays on your field in soul state. You can put your spirits in the soul state even if they cannot activate their effects when they leave the field. Spirits in the soul state cannot attack or block, have cards move onto them, use their symbols for reduction, summon, targeted or countered by effects that do not specifically specify spirits in the soul state. But the true power of spirits in soul state is the abilities that lets you perform contract descent on them. While contract descent can be performed normally on any eligible spirit, descending on a contract spirit in soul state will allow you to move any number of cards to that spirit, allowing you to have more flexibility in your strategy. Contract spirits that become the base card of a contract descent spirit will also be able to activate their effects as a contract base card at any level. So don't hesitate to use contract descent to strengthen your spirit. As its name implies, effects that activate with being contract base card as its condition will not activate when they become the base card of a normal Radiant Descent spirit. Finally, the contract spirits and the contract descent spirits have an exclusive ability called the overcount. As long as your counter reaches a specified amount, your spirits will gain BP and new effects that will help you to beat your opponents. Now that you have learned how to make the best out of your contract, make sure you choose wisely and enjoy your journey in the Legolis. That has been everything from me, Theodore LU, your host, and I'll see you guys again next time. Bye bye.